Acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of country throughout its league area. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging.
Welcome to Before the Game, proudly brought to you by The Professionals.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Before the Game, brought to you by The Professionals. And that first shot there is the back of Mother Duck's hair, and a bit of clever stuff there done by you, Steiny. So you're up and about early today.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
How you been this week? All right, mate?
Good, very busy this week. Yeah, looking forward to a game of footy out here at Mannum today. Conditions a little bit better than Murray Bridge. It was fairly wet in the bridge, so a bit breezy, but looking forward to a good game. So.
And Dave Shellen, first time before the game, mate. You're a bit nervous?
No, not really. Just
You look pretty
do what
relaxed.
you've got to do.
Pretty casual. Good on you,
Yeah.
mate.
I'm a fairly casual sort of person.
So we're looking forward to the big clash here today. It's Mannum at home to Maipalonga, Mannum Oval, and got a bit of sun, so we've got probably going to have some the odd intermittent shower, we believe. We'll flick the weather wall up later on. So we'll just kick off, Mark, and you can run through our awards and sponsors, please.
Yeah, so our major sponsor, of course, is the Swamport Hotel, and our annual awards, the Dace Irrigation and Fodder Player of the Year, Dutton's leading goal kicker, Goal of the Year and Team of the Year, McHugh's Bakery and Lunch Trucks Mark of the Year, and the Chemist King, our Lyle Parker Club Championship, and obviously our weekly awards as well, McHugh's Bakery and Lunch Trucks Mark of the Day, Dutton's Goal of the Day and Team of the Week, Smiley Car Wash Farm Fresh Markets Player of the Day, Elders Rising Star Best 21 and Under. I think we had quite a few in each team today, Shane.
So 13.
13, so it'd be a hard one to pick. Murray Sales for our Defender of the Day, Crowies Paints 1%er Coin Toss and Weatherwall, replayers from Red Arc, and our umpires are obviously sponsored by Enervin.
All right, big list there, Steiny, and while you're up and running about, let's run through the Chemist King Club of the Year.
Yeah, so the
voting.
Chemist King Club of the Year, obviously 2 points each for each grade, 15 half, 18 reserves and league. So leading we have Imperials with 42, very strong in all grades, Talamen with 30, Jervois and Maipo on 26, the Cats 16 along with the Suns, Mannum 10, Ramblers 8 and the Storm with 4 points.
Okay, that's the Chemist King Club of the Year, and we'll flick straight onto the Dace Irrigation and Fodder Player of the Year voting. Steiny, we'll kick off with you with last week's.
Yeah, so Maipalonga versus Southern Mallee out at Maipo, really good game of footy. 3 votes to Rory O'Driscoll, 2 to Jordan Hine, had a great game, and that man again, 1, Josh Smithson, having a fantastic season.
Over to you, Dave.
Yeah, and Kuron Cats v Meningi, 3 votes to Clint Dement, 2 votes to Jack Penfold, and 1 to L. Richardson.
Okay, Talan Ben versus Jervois, we're out to that game. Adam Coakley played a ripper, he got 3 votes. Dylan Barry, great solid game from him, and he got 2, and Tate Silverlock 1. And we flick across down the bottom there to Ramblers and Mannum. Kai Roberts, a new player there for that club, picking up the 3. Jacob Trevorrow 2, and Blake Tarby 1 for Mannum. And it was just floated the leaders there, leading on 10, Jack Penfold, followed by Josh Smithson and Clint Dement on 8. Ben Hansen, Josh Scott on, and Rory O'Driscoll on 7. Alex Pfeiffer 6, Lou D. Michelle, Adam Coakley 5, Matt Hartman, Riley Robinson 4. And we'll just go over to you, Dave, with the leading goal kicker for Duttons.
Yeah, Ben Hansen on 26 leading, Johnny Burris on 22, Tom Keogh on 18, with Ben Maroney, Lachlan Thomas and Josh Scott all on 13.
Steiny, let's go to the Swamport Hotel League ladder.
Yep, so equal top we have Suns and Imperials, following along with Jervois with 8. Tight there with the Cats and Ramblers, both with 2 wins apiece. And Maipo, Mannum and Talem on the 1 win. And the Storm yet to kick off their season. So.
We'll just throw the slide off the Dutton's Team of the Week. I think I put that in there. Yeah, there it is, up on your screen. So, yeah, a few little changes in and around there last week. We've got quite a few midfielders bobbing up. Could see some new names coming in there. I think Paddy Davies played a really good game last week as well. Yep. So, yeah, that's a Dutton's Team of the Week from last week. We don't have an interview, so we'll just mention that back here with us guys, Dutton's, the Murray Professionals, David and Karen Clark, supporting us throughout this season, sponsoring before the game. So a shout out to the professionals team down there. Well, let's have a bit of a chat about Interleague, Steiny. Yep. The coaches, Jacob and Brendan. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so our coaches were announced last night. So with the under-18s, we have Jacob Rance, who's coached that grade for the last 2 or 3 years, I think it is. He's obviously the Imperials under-18 coach, premiership coach from last year. And Jacob's also involved this year, obviously with the change of zones. West Adelaide have their country academy. So Jacob's involved with West Adelaide for their Young Bloods Academy, who train once a month up at Tailem Bend. So that's great for him, and he'll be assisted by James Clark, who's the current Imperials captain, premiership captain from last year.
He's not the captain.
Not the captain this year. Handed over.
Was a co-captain last year in the premiership year.
Right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I had to get that clarified.
Right, okay.
Someone clarified that with me.
Right, but obviously, to have a league player to be involved was great for these young guys. And in the under-16s, Brendan White from Tailem Bend. Brendan's coached their 14s for a couple of years now, and this year's doing their under-15 and a half. And Butch, as he's more commonly known, was an assistant the last 2 years for the under-16 side. So he's got a lot of experience. He's been helped by Damien Garrett, who's the current under-15 and a half coach at Imperials. And again, he coached 14s for 3 or 4 years as well. So both Brenton and Damien have had a long experience in juniors in the league. So a lot of these players that are in the under-16 squad, these guys have coached against them. So they're going to have a very good first-hand knowledge. So teams will be announced in the next 24 hours or so, we hope. So looking at both the 16 and 18 squads, really good players there. 18s, there's a lot of kids in all the teams that are playing A-grade footy as well. Bit of both, A-grade and 18s. And there's actually a few kids that are under 16 that have actually played an A-grade game as well. So we're going to have 2 very, very good squads, and it's going to be very difficult for those coaches to pick a team. So
certainly looking forward to that, and those squads will be out. We'll jump that on a Facebook page as soon as we got the opportunity for that. We're just waiting on a couple of clubs to get it back to numbers. So
it'd be good, obviously, playing at the Summit where the AFL game was played. So the boys are looking forward to it, and that's going to be in a few weeks' time. So
we'll be live streaming all those games. We'll be doing all those juniors and the big game between River Murray taking on the Heels there. Well, let's go to last week, the results from last week, and I'll just run through Tailem Bend 9-12-66. Defeated by Jervois 14-13. Good match out there for 3 quarters, and Jervois put the foot to the pedal in the last quarter and sealed that match. Best player for Tailem, Adam Coakley and Brodie Edwards, both very strong players, and best for Harry Barnett in the ruck and Benfit Bergazi down back. So good efforts there. Tailem, Brodie Edwards kicked 4 and Benny Hansen kicked 4 for Jervois. Over to you, Dave.
Yeah, Maipo last week played Southern Mallee, and 6-7-43 got defeated by 3 points, 6-7-50. Best player was Jordan Hine for Maipo and Mitch Bowley. Best for the Suns was Rory O'Driscoll and Josh Smithson. Goals to Maipo was Stephen Mills with 2, and for the Suns, Ben Moroney and Brett Pedersen for 2.
Okay, Steiny.
Yeah, so Coorong Cats were defeated by Imperials. So Coorong Cats 8-10-58. Imperials winning that game 10-7-67. Best for the Cats, Lachlan Richardson and Alex Stitterford. And the best for Imperials, Harvey Montgomery, the reigning medalist, and Jack Penfold, who's leading a lot of awards so far. Goals for the Cats was the Colonel, Sam Sanders, Jack Holliday and Paddy Barrett with 2. And infamously spearhead Johnny Boris with the 4 goals.
And the final match was Ramblers 10-10-70. Defeated Manham 10-6-66. Very close match there in at headquarters. Best for Ramblers was Kyle Robertson, Jacob Trevorrow. Best for Manham, Blake Tarby and Mitchell Heward. Goals for Ramblers, Kenan Harradine 3 and Shannon Calloway a couple. And Blake Tarby kicked 4, Mitchell Heward 3. All right, we'll just go around the clubs with the Facebook slides. So we'll just throw that first one to you with the Cats, Steiny.
Yeah, so Sapsaza this time of year, I don't know you guys, but I can remember a long time ago now, but playing Sapsaza down at the old Railway Oval as it was back then, down at just at west of Adelaide. It's a great thing. I don't know if they still do the billing or not these days, but we used to do all that back in the day. So great opportunity from all these kids from different schools to come through, and good to see those Cats, boys and girls, having a game. So
Dave.
Yeah, is that tonight? Imp's 100th game.
Nat Wright.
Nat Wright?
Nat today, yeah.
Oh,
So
that's for today. Yep.
Nathan Wright plays
Yep.
his 100th game,
Yeah.
senior game for the footy club, yeah. So, yeah, there's just a post up on that, so congratulations, Nat, there. Back to Sap Sardigan and Jervois. That's a shot of Riley, Ava, Bella, Charlie and Knox. You're doing the club proud, so that was the post there. Back to you, Dave, with the Storm.
Melly Storm, Hugo Mercado and Jack Tynan representing the Murray Melly, and Callum Oster representing the Murray Lands.
And yeah, just on to Mannum. Obviously, the home game here today at Mannum, so they have a games night tonight. So yeah,
You playing, Dave?
No, I'll be in bed.
early start
Been
in the
at
morning.
Dairy Farm, yeah.
So everyone here today, yeah. So if you're not doing anything, get on to the Mannum Club tonight and have a bit of fun.
Mike Palonga, another Sap Sarza shot. Phoenix, Noah and Luke was named captain. Well done, Luke. So we'll just go to Ramblers there.
Yeah, Ramblers, iPod Shuffle tonight. No taste below the waist tonight.
Ooh, that sounds
And
good.
also Southern Mallee have Sponsors Day, Rump and Red also tonight.
And obviously, Tarnbend Imperials, that's the annual Lay Kneebone Cup, which is a fantastic initiative by both clubs, and just to promoting road safety, and obviously the Lays and Kneebone family obviously affected by road trauma, so a terrific initiative, and I think there's special jumpers and Guernseys and whatnot worn,
Yeah,
and
they-
fundraising and awareness, so terrific
Yeah,
work
they
by both.
normally have a balloon release. It's a purple and green, represents the girls' favourite colours.
Yep.
And sadly, unfortunately, Noel, Karen, and Katie Kneebone are all involved in Legally Blonde, so they can't attend today. But I'm sure it'll be ably attended by the Lay family, who both families always get solidly behind it. So, yeah, great initiative there, and it's good to see that we're recognising those two young ladies, but also road safety.
Yeah, sure.
Good
Yeah,
one.
they do it very well. So.
On to this week's games, Steiny, Southern Mallee and Mallee Districts at Penaroo.
Yeah, so we've got the Mallee District's dust up, I suppose you like.
I call it the Mallee Mall.
The Mallee Mall, no?
Well, the Mallee Melee.
Mallee Mallee, yep. So Southern Mallee versus Mallee Districts at Penaroo Oval. So the Suns out, Tommy Howard and Carl Thomas, who's down at Sturt. The Ins are Luke Stevenson and Christian Vince. And the Storm out is Jay Meany, and the Storm in is Lucas Eve. So, yeah, the first time these two come together.
Who are you going for?
Oh, look, saw the Suns last week, and they were very, very good. Miko dominated the first half, but they just kept hanging in, and they charged in the third quarter and got themselves close. In the last quarter, they were good. And Storm, you know, where they're at, they're just working away. They're giving effort all the time. But I think at Penaroo, I think the first game between these two Old Mallee clubs will go the Suns' way.
Dave?
Yeah, Imps playing Taylor.
No, we'll just go for your tips there
Oh,
first.
tips. Oh, I think
Storm.
Southern, the Suns will be
Suns.
way too strong for the Storm.
Yeah.
Way too.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. And just on the Storm, the Suns, I went up to Johnson Park. They trained there on Wednesday night. And there's two buses in the driveway. One's owned by Penaroo, one's by Lameroo Sports Club. They own buses, and they're running people up in these two buses. So I'm eyeing off those buses. We might need them at some stage or other. We might be able to do a deal with the Southern Mallee Suns. Okay,
Yeah, that'd be a
let's-
good game between the first game between them. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So.
Let's go over to you, Dave, with the Imps at home to
Yeah.
Salem.
Yeah, at Johnson Park. Imps out, got Dylan Hollard and Gareth Williams, both missing. Imps comes in is Benny Gogol and Sean Sandwich, two strong ins. Talem's out is Harry Jenkins, Jack Bricknell and Jacob Wilson. We've got no wins there to replace them with. So.
I must have lost that bit. That's all right. Look, just on this game, a couple of bad injuries to both clubs. Dylan Hollett, sadly, he broke his leg on the same oval that he broke it last time, so he was out for nearly a year, and and it's just about a similar injury right next to the plate that repaired his ankle bone. So just a shout out to Dylan. He's probably doing it tough mentally. So yeah, chat up, mate. And Gareth Williams, he did a hamstring, I believe. And Gogol's back from a soft tissue. Sean Sandwich has come off a knee. And just on Jacob Wilson, also come off early last week. Tarnum Bend copped a high, or not a high tackle, a solid tackle, and he's done his AC on his shoulder. So and he's only a pretty fine lad. So we need players like the Wiz back in there kicking goals. So over to you, man, Steiny, for the one today here.
So you want a tip on that one?
Yeah, the tip for
Yeah,
Tarnum Imps.
look, at Johnson Park, Imps are playing good footy. Sandwich and Benny Gogol back in, two big ins, and Tarnum Bend are going okay, but yeah, I think Imps will probably win that comfortably, I think.
Yeah, and Tatum probably don't have firepower, so do any damage there.
Watched them last week, and they've got some really good footballers. And like I said, Edwards and Coakley, and then you throw in Stark as well. Stark's a really good player. He probably underestimated. I underestimated him. I didn't think he was that good. So he's a real quality footballer, and they've got some good basics there. They just need a ruckman, and they need a key forward who can kick goals. I mean, don't we all?
Exactly.
Try and find them. But anyway. That's probably where they were deficient. And they ran with Jervois for 3/4, and like I said earlier, Jervois put the foot on the throat and went for it in the last quarter.
Yeah, I think it'll be uneven, but I think in the end, Imms will be too strong and run away. So.
Yep, we'll go for Manham Maipo here, Stein.
Yeah, so out here at Manham Oval, Manham outs, big outs here. So Matt Skrypek, the midfielder, Max Wakefield, Mickey O and Blake Tarbe. So that's 4 big outs. Ins, Zach Bullard, good player. Obviously Bryce Yench off half-back. Jared Woolard and Jaden Dawson, and we don't have any ins and outs for Maipo at the moment. But
on that, it's Jared Woodward.
Woodward, sorry.
Woodward, beg your pardon.
Yep. And also Isaac Hampel's out today.
Oh,
okay.
When did that come through?
This morning, and young Kieran Hancock has come in.
Oh, Hancock's in.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do some adjustments.
So some big outs there.
Jaden Dawson's first match.
Yes, Jaden Dawson's first game, been playing solid in the twos.
Yep, well done.
So he
Across
gets his
from
chance.
Ben. All right, and we'll just go to the last one there. The tips. Yeah, thanks, Steiny.
You
Sorry.
don't have to ask me who I'm tipping.
Yep. Maipo.
I think Maipo, I watched them last week against the Suns, and the first half they really did control the game, and I said Mally came at them and they just weren't quite sure what to do, and just went back in the shell a little bit, but they're a very good side, and obviously the Manham outs. I mean, Manham play well here at Manham, Dave, as you know, but I think Maipo, just too strong across the field.
What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, it's a hard one. Kids, you never know what they do when they get a chance. So my heart says Manham, but I think I sort of tend to agree they've got a uphill battle to get over Maipo.
Yeah. Good call. I'm the same. I think Maipolonga will be too strong. I think they're just starting to hit their straps. They've got a very good list out there. Interesting, we said 13 under-21s out there. 8 of them are with Manham, 5 with Maipolonga.
That's great for both clubs.
It is great, and they're good lads too,
Yeah.
so they're good players. So I'm looking forward to the match still, but I do think Maipolonga will be too strong, and I think they're just starting to slowly clink into gear. But let's go on with the last one there, Dave.
Ramblers out is Nathan Fulgrave and Max Machete, and Ramblers ins is Braden McDonald and Bade Ellis. No changes for Coorong Cats.
Yeah, I haven't got anything registered there. Couldn't really get to the intel on that one. Who's your tip there?
Coorong Cats probably be too strong there, I would think.
Yeah, well, Ramblers come off a good win against you guys last week, and they've got some really good. We talked about juniors before. They've got some really good kids there, and they've still got that core of experienced players. And the Cats, I can't quite get a handle on them. They've struggled a little bit. I think only the one win so far, and they're a very talented side. So at the measure, it probably helps Ramblers a bit, but I don't know. I'll tip Coorong Cats one more time, I think. Just a bit too strong, but they just need to get things going, I reckon. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a great match, actually. Probably weren't much different to ones that Ramblers held on and beat Manham by last week. I think Ramblers at home are just going to get the chocolates.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
This new player in Kai Roberts there, I just don't know how good he is, but I think he's a pretty reasonable footballer. He's been added to the squad, the association. So, I'll tip Ramblers that one just narrowly. All right, it's everyone's favourite time. It's the captain's quiz time. We'll invite Jimmy in to be a contestant. He's got the buzzers. So thanks again to the professionals, Murray Bridge. Get behind them and support them whenever you can. Bringing you before the game here today. So we're about to get underway. Let's test our buzzers.
Can I ask please no Manham questions or Tyson Shelling questions?
I can't make any promises there.
Right,
All right, so let's test your buzzer.
Steiny.
Shells.
Jimmy.
We're ready to go then. They all worked.
Yeah.
Okay, question 1. Where do Port Adelaide Power play tomorrow?
Shells.
Dave?
They're playing the... Oh, I thought it was Lions. That was last week, wasn't it? I was wrong then. Yes.
Another 17 ovals to pick from.
Anyone else?
Steiny. They're playing at the MCG, aren't they?
Correct.
Cool.
Wonder mark. Okay, who wears number 1 for Manham?
Shells.
Yeah, Dave?
Mitch Smith.
Correct.
Team manager should know that.
Should know that. Okay. There's one for everyone here. Who is the interleague coach for the under-18s?
Steiny. Jacob Branch.
So 2 to Mark, 1 to Dave. James yet to open his account. Luke Wagonett plays for my post. Spell his surname.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Wageneknecht.
Brilliant, Jimmy. Jimmy's on the board.
12 years of private education.
Yeah.
Who is on top of the RMFL Under-18s Premiership table?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Tailem Bend.
Well done, Jimmy.
Oh, wow.
Jimmy knows his River Murray. Multiple choice. What is Matt Hood's favourite saying while commentating? A. Spinning, spinning, spinning. B. Oh my goodness. C. Dear oh dear. Or D. Up he went.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
A. Spinning.
Well done, Jimmy. I'll tell you what, you're
You're not getting invited back again.
so hell.
I actually pay attention to Hoodie and.
3 to
Well,
Jimmy.
you'll be the only one, Jim.
3 to Jimmy, 2 to Mark, 1 to Dave. How many goals did Brodie Edwards for Tailem Bend kick last
Steiny.
week? Steiny.
4.
Correct, Mark.
Thank you. Shane.
Nicknames. Who goes by the RMFLTV name of Typhoon Tyson?
Shells. Tyson Shellen.
I can't work under these conditions.
Blast from the past. Who won the RMFL Premiership in 2017?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
My po.
Well done, Jimmy.
Jesus.
Jimmy's 4, Mark 3, Dave 2. Who sponsors RMFLTV's Goal of the Day Award?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Duttons.
Duttons. And tiebreaker question. The 2023 male medal night will be held where?
Shells.
Shells.
Murray Bridge Racecourse.
Well done. But we've got a bit of a runaway winner here. 3, 4, 5 to Jimmy, 3 to Mark, and 3 to Dave. So there you go. That's it for Captain's Quiz. Well done, James.
Yeah, well done, James.
Yeah, everyone's happy. So hope everyone enjoyed it. We all did. I had a great time there reading those Captain's Quiz questions. We had fun, didn't we, James?
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all back next week for Before the Game by the Professionals. And don't forget, later on, we've got the big game here, live stream. See you soon.